Hey guys, it's Mike here, and before we start, I was in the store and I got both the medical bay and the Builder 3. Because I was looking at the Builder 3 and it looks like a great craft for building my space station. So we can finish this off in this episode. So let's do this. And hey, if I don't use them, it's basically like donating $6 to Andrew Barry, because I think both of them were $3 each. Oh yeah, if you're wondering what these are for, these were just basically my creative modes and stuff. So let's do this. Here, let's check out the medical bay. Let's see. Let's just look at it. Oh yeah, we can't do that anymore. That's just storage basically. So here, medical bay. Cool. Restore our health, including radiation damage. That'll be useful. And the Builder 3. It just has 1 life tube, but that's okay. I also heard about a second stage that has like 4 life tubes, but we could use that later. Builder 3. Upgraded Builder 2 with solar panels and more resource storage. And I also saw that you could build any part in space without requiring a blueprint be loaded in first. Hold on, did it say something? Choose a blueprint for this builder to construct in space. Yeah, I think a Jupiter stage would... Wait, was that called... No, that was called the Hawk stage. Wait, could we... We can do that? Oh, we can. I didn't know we could do that. I mean, I kind of saw from the space shuttle, but I didn't know that was actually... And we could add even more. We could do that. We can do that. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. Yeah, okay. That is kind of funny. Alright, anyways, in the last episode, we were mostly adding some modules to the space station around Red. We added the battery backup and the fuel silo. And we were going to add the regular station module that'll basically be our storage, but we didn't have time to do that. So we're going to do it in this episode. So let's go back to home. I'm going to say home gate, but nah. So let's get Marie there. So we'll get Sophia back with her team soon. Yeah, but I do think that we could build other things like before. We don't need to load a blueprint for everything. That's what it said. Even then, like, it still has solar panels and increased storage. Yeah, what I meant was cargo hold. Whatever. Hold on, I'm going to need to write down how much resources we need for everything. Alright, so I got my new red rockbook fusion. I did jump cut the video because I was just getting it. So here, let me get a pen to use, a friction pen. Hashtag not sponsored. Alright. Alright then. So... Okay. Oh. Alright, so as of the time I'm recording, it is the 25th of May, and it is 2005. You know what? I'll just jump cut this so I don't bore you guys. Alright, so I went through each part, and I figured out how much I'm going to need. Oh, and I can build another builder too, but we're not going to do that right now. So yeah, I guess I'll just be able to like choose which blueprints I want. Let me just go back to here. Okay. You know what, not at the moment. Alright then, so I calculated how much I'm going to need. So... Alright, and the biggest amount, which is the aluminium, I will be able to hold all of that. So, I'll need So I'll need 1,584 units of aluminium, 980 units of titanium, 11 units of gold, 490 units of silicon, and 980 units of carbon. I bet this is definitely a very powerful machine, and oh, yeah, I guess it already does have all whole carbon components, like it said. Now let's just go back to the description real quick. So it does say it can build any spacecraft in space. Wait, spacecraft? Requiring that a blueprint be loaded first. I mean, even then, like I said, it's like just, even if I wasn't to use it much, I'd still be just giving money to Andrew Barry to help him develop this great game. And I think that's good enough already. Here, and we need to upgrade some more Hawk stages. Carbon. Carbon. Alright, and the S5. Wait, did it go through? Carbon. Carbon. And the S5. And it didn't go through. Hold on just a second. Alright, so I think I'm gonna have to use them first before I actually upgrade them. Hold on, let me just put my notebook away and then get back in bed. Alright, then the reason why I'm using Hawk and Jupiter stages, well, just Hawk stages, is because I think it fits well with the, like, the blueness of the Builder 3. I don't really know. Alright, Marie's in there. Louise could have been in there because her blue suit fits. But no, we're getting Marie, and we're not changing her because she is meant to be the pilot of this team. Alright, the destination, home gate. Now let's go.
10, 9,
and we'll upgrade
8,
those Hawk
7,
stages later.
6, 5, 4, 3.
See, how are you guys
2,
doing today? I'm doing pretty well myself.
Lift off.
Hold on, I seem to have got a comment. I'll check that out later. I'm always super excited when I get comments from you guys. I really do. Like, I love getting comments because it says a lot more than just a like. You know the phrase, like, a picture is worth 1,000 words? Well, to me, comments are like having 100 likes. But yeah, I'm super excited to read that comment. Alright, so how you guys doing today? It is currently 12:52 in the morning for me. It is Sunday, and it is Memorial Day weekend. So I get it. So that means, two things? One, I won't have school tomorrow, so maybe I'll be able to make another video. And two, I'll have a 4-day week. And that's one thing that I love about having days off during the school week. Because it just means you'll be able to get through the rest of the school week faster. Alright, we're at the home. So we'll have to keep the solar panels unextended for now. But that's okay. Now, I would break down my menu. I'm just gonna look at the time. I would break down my menu so I could have a quick glimpse at the comment, but I'm not going to because I'm worried that I could like reveal things like maybe someone else's information since I have Snapchat, even though I barely use it, just because a few of my friends use it. And like I don't want to reveal anyone's information. Yeah, I take my privacy and the privacy of others very seriously because it is a fundamental human right. Oh, barely getting it. It is a fundamental right that everyone has. And sometimes we have like little habits or personal pleasures, and sometimes we call them guilty pleasures because like we would feel guilty or embarrassed if others found out about them. So it feels good knowing that we can just be in our rooms without anyone knowing about what we do. Alright then, so we're at the station. Alright, now we just need to get this module undocked for now. You know what? Let's put it on the other side of the space station. This will help keep it stabilized for now. Plus, we could turn it. Wait, where's Red? There's Red. The planet we're at the Sphere of Influence in, and we have trouble finding it. How funny. So we will probably have to turn it so the jump gate faces the planet to make it a little easier to go through. Oh, there's the sun. Now, hold on, let's just have Marie sleep for now. Oh yeah. Ooh, that is scary. That was too close. And I saw from a comment to try to save the game. I was going to say that in my last video, but I forgot. Basically save at every moment. Alright. We've docked. Hold on, let me get a quick drink of water. Now let's see if we could really build. Oh, we can! Nice! Not sure if it was always like this, because I think you could transfer things using satellites like I just landed on there. But this is nice! Alright then, I think a station module will do. Here, let me just save the game in case I make an error. Yeah, it definitely is just a station module. Definitely just seems like a normal module. My brain told me it was a little bigger than average, but nah, I think my mind's just playing tricks on me. Yeah, it's just the same size. Since I am aware that there are some modules that are a little bigger, like thicker than the others, but nah. My mind just played tricks on me. Alright. It just used up some of the resources. So I can see that some of the aluminium has deplenished. Deplenished, that's what I meant. But we still have plenty of left to build the other modules. So let me just check my blue. Alright, so the next thing is a medical bay. Alright, now let's build that. There's the flight computer. Let's see, are these in alphabetical order? They are. That'll definitely make it a lot easier. There we go, medical bay. Yeah, maybe these could be good for emergencies. I'll still try to have my normal modules, like my crew habitats, along with the gardens. Oh, this is nice. There's even like a window. You know what? Let's test this out. Yeah, we are upside down, but again, there's no such thing as upside down or right side up in space. Alright, let's see if this works. Use this medical tube to restore your astronaut's health. There's no apostrophe, but whatever. While stasis, the astronauts will be fed and hydrated. Their fatigue level will be reduced as well as the radiation goes. As will. I think there was an error. Oh yeah, the radiation's gone! Wow, look at that. Isn't that nice? But again, Andrew Barry also came up with the way... Oh, I think we're going. Andrew Barry also came up with the way so players could get something similar who didn't want to spend money. He also designed spacesuits for the game, where they could be radiation proof. So yeah, that's cool. Well, the space station is almost done. Alright. Alright, so after this, I'm just going to basically... You know what? This is going to be a shorter video than normal. But I think this will just speed episode... Oh, I did not calculate how much aluminium I was going to need correctly. So maybe this will be a 30-minute video. I was thinking I was going a little too fast. Alright then. You know what? Let's have Luis take over the builder module. No, the builder 3. So it fits with her color. The color of her suit. And we could also try to bring down her radiation as well. See, I guess it is a little gradual. Or maybe not. Hold on, going in the wrong way. You could turn it, but whatever. Hey, Marie. And... so we'll send Marie and Bella back home to pick up some cargo. And I'll then read the comment to see what it said. If it could help us now, then we'll do it. Dang it, my headphones ran out of battery. Hold on, let me get them on the charger real quick. Alright, I got my headphones on the charger. Not sure how well they block out the noises around me. So if you hear something like a fan or an air conditioner, it's because I have both my fan and my air conditioner on. Hey, just guess correctly. Oh, nope, wrong way. So, we'll mostly just be getting the extra aluminium. And if their comment suggests we add anything else, then I'll also get the extra resources to add it on. Maybe this is why you bring extra resources, even if you don't think you need it. I'll just add them on, and then yeah, the space station will be finished. So let's go get those extra resources. There we go. I'll see if I can add medical base to the other parts of the space stations. Like the others, like the home gate and Luna Station. So it's a little more sustainable for all the astronauts. But just imagine, like, we expand to every planet in this solar system. And I think what we'll be able to do that is through the gates. Alright, we're home. Alright, so let me just check out that comment real quick. Okay, so I had a look at the comment. It wasn't anything about what I could do to the space station. It was about, like, if I could add thumbnails to my videos. Since, as you guys know, I don't really, like, use thumbnails in my videos. It's just a screenshot of the gameplay, which is what YouTube sets automatically. But now that I got feedback, I now will consider what am I trying to say? I will now consider putting thumbnails, like actual thumbnails, in my videos. Now that I got feedback. That's why I say I love comments so much, because it lets me actually see what I need to improve on. And I like it that way. We can unbuild? Oh, and that's how you create blueprints. Imagine unbuilding all that we've done here. No way, Jose. I was gonna say something, but nah, we're trying to keep it more family-friendly here. A little more family-friendly, you know? Alright. So the main ingredient that we were missing out on is aluminium. And I think we need 20 more units of aluminium. Oh, that's home gate. Now. Alright, we need 20 more units of aluminium. Oh, and the girl's already in there. 20 more units of aluminium. And let's also put some fuel in there, so we can fill up the fuel silo. And we already have everything else from the other parts of the space station. So about that comment, they basically said that most of my video thumbnails, or like just the covers that YouTube sets, were just of the Builder 2, and he was thinking to himself, did I watch this already? And I looked at them, and yeah, most of them are of the inside of the Builder 2, because the Builder 2 is probably my most used vehicle in this game. Alright, let's go. Alright, we've got the cargo. Oh yeah, and they also said that I shouldn't be afraid to burn as soon as the vehicle teleports, since flames don't do damage to anything. So yeah, that's good to know. Hold on, I gotta go take a leak. Alright, I'm back, and it's already here. Oops, wrong button. I'll have to check up on how much power the home gate has, because I saw from one of those comments on like a video from some time ago, I think maybe like on episode 30, can't remember exactly, but it said to replace at least one of those panels with large solar panels. So maybe I'll get rid of the cargo module, and I'll add a medical bay where the space station is. Alright. So they didn't necessarily have any ideas about how to expand the space station. I could add some viewing domes. And of course, if new parts get added, we could use that docking hub right there to expand on them. So now let's just get that aluminium on the Builder 3. And we'll just, yeah, get to finish building this. And we'll be done here. Oh yeah, and I never extended the solar panels on that. Ooh. Alright, we're docked. We didn't really need to bring Bella on this mission, but hey, whatever. So now let's just deliver that aluminium. Maybe I could try to save this as a blueprint, because this seems like a very optimal space station. Maybe I could try to change it a little bit, especially with the solar panels, but this will work for now. What's more important is that we have a space station in general. Yeah, I'll focus on moving the solar panels later. Alright, the aluminium is on. You know what? We need to get her back to the actual module rather than just have her rest here. Then we'll send the space shuttle. Now I could build a space shuttle using the Builder 3. But nah, I think it would be more fun to actually send the space shuttle here. Because it would look awesome, you know? Kind of like what we did with the Skylab. I'll just keep them here for now. I'm not sure if the caretaker will transfer them. Maybe, maybe not. Really doesn't matter. We just need them. Huh? How did that get there? Huh? This is weird. Okay, well, they're on the space station. So let's finish up this space station, and then it'll be open for business. Like this even is a business. Let's try to get those solar panels out. Here. Alright, so we actually do have enough resources this time. Solar panels or not, it still looks pretty cool. And at least we could put them away so when we're going through the jump gates. Well, that's pretty much the space station finished. Oh, and I got another comment. I'll just check that out real. Alright, I checked it out. And they basically just said, there's no need to customize it, so, huh? Did I really need that aluminium? We'll just... Wasn't sure if I need it or not. Did I actually need it? I don't know. Anyway, the space station's built and I already saved the game. Alright then. Now we can go home. The space station is complete. And I think it looks like a pretty good space station. And of course, we'll worry about the solar panels later, once we actually start to colonize Red. Alright then. Well, this is mission complete. Alright then. And I think we already have flight computer level 3. So yep, let's go home. Then we'll just send Marie and Bella home. And then the next episode, we're going to send the space shuttle to inhabit it. And yep, that's the space station complete. And like I said, we'll worry about the solar panels later. So yeah, we don't have to worry about them right now. So yep. Well, time to go home. Hold on. Save the game in case of an emergency. Alright, we're home. And now, let's send in the other two home. And let's make sure we don't crash. Alright, we're going home. So this is abandoned for now, but it won't be for long. So yeah, I think we did a really good job on this space station. 20 modules, not including the vehicles. And as long as you don't count the tug as a vehicle. Wait, did it already? Oh, it already landed at home. Nice. Alright then. So yep, I think we did a good job of this video. Yeah, this was really great. And I hope you guys think so too, because in the next episode we're going to finally get... Who was it again? Sophia? Let's check. Yep, it was Sophia. So we're going to finally get Sophia and her team on this space station. And it's going to be epic. Yep, and the space shuttle is going to dock right here on the crew habitat. So yeah, guys, that's about it for this video. And we'll try to see what we could do, especially with the cargo bots. The cargo bots will actually make it much easier, especially since I now know that the issue was a gyroscope issue. I just needed to turn them on. So just turn them on, then we can just orientate the solar panels however we need to. So yeah, that's about it for this video, guys. And like I said, the next video, we're going to finally send them off to the space station. So yep, that's about it for this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!